Digital is now ubiquitous. It is no longer the domain of a select few. It pervades all economic and social activity, and those of us tasked with leading in this area need to work together to get this simple message across. The government's Action Plan for Jobs, published a few weeks ago, emphasises the importance of digital startups. The ongoing excellent work in the Digital Hub, where there are some 70 SMEs located, employing approximately 800 people, highlights the potential that digital has for sustaining jobs and enterprise. The work of the National Digital Research Centre, which is funded by my department, also illustrates what is possible in terms of bringing innovation to the market in this area. One difficulty we have is that currently we have no accurate means of calculating the value of digital to Ireland's GDP. Some recent international studies undertaken by both the Boston Consultancy Group on behalf of Google and McKinsey's work for the EU give us some indication on an international level, but we need to undertake some work in this area ourselves. As part of the necessary preliminary work on a digital strategy, my department intends to carry out further research into this important area. I have no doubt that the results will be of great interest, and I hope will highlight the very critical role digital is playing in national economic activity here. In terms of the likely approach to drafting a digital strategy, we are considering focusing on what I would like to call the 4 C's. Connectivity. I've already made reference to this issue from an LGBT point of view and in terms of the investment in schools. This should be seen as one of the foundation stones of any digital society, the physical means of facilitating communication and networking. Despite the current economic difficulties, it is very positive to see continued significant commercial investment in broadband infrastructure. Notwithstanding this and the considerable state intervention, where no commercial or business case exists, there are still some people who struggle to get a consistent and reliable broadband service. It is imperative that investment in connectivity ensures that all parts of the country have access to high-quality broadband services. Content. I want to see the focus of the strategy to be very much on adoption. Perhaps this is lost on those who are digital natives, but people need a reason to engage with the internet. Without sufficient motivation to engage, we cannot expect citizens to engage, and opportunities as a result will be lost. Our work on the task force has highlighted the poor level of engagement among our SME sector. While some of this might be attributable to connectivity issues, a lot appears to be down to the fact that there is a lack of awareness of the potential the internet can play in terms of generating new business and making running of a business less costly and more efficient. The critical step is to encourage business to see the benefit of trading online, to use internet to advertise, for low-cost communication, accessing potential customers, branding, and business networks. The fact that in Ireland in 2011, Irish consumers spent almost $3 billion online. This was an increase of almost 40% year on year. And this increase in online spending comes at a time when the high street saw declines of almost 10% in the same period. The problem for Irish business is that 70% of the spending is going offshore. We're watching our online balance of trade widen fast. We all need to look at what we can do, industry and government, to stimulate demand from Irish small business to grasp the opportunities of the digital age. And it's my intention that our new national digital strategy will focus very strongly on this area. Capability. The first question digital companies ask when considering establishing an element of the business in Ireland is, what is the talent like? The development and delivery of digital products and digital services are the very essence of what a knowledge economy does. For Irish companies to succeed in international markets, it will be the technical skills and creative flair of the people behind the computers and networks that will make the difference between their product and those of their competitors. Not all knowledge professionals will come from a scientific or engineering background. Creativity is an important aspect of a successful Ireland of the future. As can be seen from the success of many consumer products today, design and function need to be packaged hand in hand. Ireland has an opportunity to capitalise on our creativity and to use this to differentiate ourselves. Likewise, in relation to the investment in schools ICT, the provision of connectivity needs to be complemented by a long-term strategy to properly equip teachers to optimise the potential that this technology offers. Significant development of curriculum-related digital content is also required, and schools will need ongoing professional technical support. This also includes continuing with our efforts to reach out to those in society that are not digitally literate. The final C is perhaps more nebulous, but it is the notion of community. If there is a nation that can really harness the concept of community to boost digital adoption, then surely it is this one. I'd like to hear from people like those of you here today what we can do to make Ireland a place renowned for a real sense of digital communities, perhaps spanning generations, sectors, interests, as well as geography. By putting in place the connectivity, content and capability, we are creating the potential for a whole series of connected communities, both at an economic and at a social level. My department will be consulting widely on this matter, and we welcome all constructive inputs from interested stakeholders. Chairman, I hope this morning's discussion is a fruitful and positive contribution to the ongoing debate on how best to optimise the tremendous opportunities presented by technology and digital for creating a sustainable economic future for Ireland. Thank you very much.